power, the
Yeah.
power of spirituality. That's what we're here today. We're unlocking that and harnessing that power of spirituality and how it relates to our creative endeavors. Everything that we do, we are creative beings. We get up in the morning and we're constantly creating. And how does our spirituality really connect in with that? So we're here to unlock the creative flow and harness the power of spirituality here at New Thought Tuesdays.
Yes. And we can't stop creating.
No, no, we can't. We're
No,
we're
we create every time we think a thought. We're
we're
creating
creative,
things.
and when we assign meaning to our thoughts, meaning that we appreciate, then we are appreciating and keep appreciating thought and creating thought that brings new outcome, that brings new creativity through our thought into the world that we're experiencing. And consistent creative thought, especially consistent loving creative thought, helps to create an environment that we live in that is so delightfully abundant and harmonious and adventuresome. So that's what we're talking about today. Creativity is not just about producing art. It's just this, it's the spiritual journey.
Yeah.
And this creativity in our spiritual journey, it just enriches our life, and it helps our lives, and it uplifts the lives of those around us. So we're going to embark onto that journey today. That's what we're here for.
Yeah. Yeah. And especially if you're on a spiritual journey. When I first started in the entertainment business, just like anybody, I was out there, I'm going to make fame and fortune. I'm going to get my Academy Award and all of that. And then suddenly things started shifting and it became more of a spiritual journey for me, my filmmaking, and opening up and allowing that divine presence to express itself in and as and through me, through my films, the things that I create. Like you say, the loving intelligence of the universe, Gene. It's, the expression of love that you want to put into your creativity. Yeah.
And
So,
so then, Rich, that idea for creatives in the creative industry, we have such a desire. We have such a desire to find deeper meaning in our
yeah.
work.
Yeah.
To that our creativity, our desire to really express our creativity in whatever discipline you're part of, that desire to create and express that, there's always a sense of deepening. Well, at least when you're on the spiritual path.
Yeah.
And even
Yeah.
if you're only doing the art to make money, and I say you're only doing the art, if there's great joy there and that's your gig, fabulous. Bringing that sense of joy and the production and bringing that abundant clarity into the world and allowing what it is that you do to spark the desire for others to be engaged in that give and flow, that give and that take, that receiving and giving. That's part of the entertainment. What is the word I'm going for? That entertainment divine desire. This is what creatives in the entertainment industry can experience when you go deeper and deeper and use your spiritual tools with this whole thing. What you were talking about, the glitz and glamour, when we were talking a little bit earlier about that glitz and glamour.
Yeah, I wanted to talk about something today too, Dean, that come up for me this morning. And that was, this whole idea of there's something in you calling you to create, whether you're a filmmaker, a writer, or a music producer, musician. There's something within you wanting to create. And when I went in high school, I was in electronics, and I started doing electronics, and I worked for a radio and TV company repairing TVs when I first graduated from high school. And then I'd be sitting in front of the TV repairing them, and I'd be seeing all this great stuff going on, movies and TV shows and, talk shows and all kinds of things. And I didn't know there was an industry beyond that. And so I went to college for electrical engineering, and I became an engineering assistant after 2 years. And I didn't feel right. I didn't feel like I was expressing myself, who and what I was creatively, spiritually. And then a friend invited me to Emerson College and said, come on in, take a look around. I think this is what you should be doing, Richard. And I walked around the college, and I remember going to the radio department and watching the radio broadcast and the film department. They were making movies and on stage, and the excitement there. And I felt that I knew something in me was calling me forward. And so, um, that's what I wanted to talk about today is this spiritual calling. There's something calling you forward. And my screen keeps popping up with all kinds of stuff here.
That spiritual
Distracting
calling
me.
that brings you forward.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm sure there's a lot of you out there that are feeling the same thing, that there's something calling you to create an urge within you, a desire. Am I getting off track here?
Well, we're
What is our
completely
subject
on track.
anyways?
We're completely on track with that idea of the divine desire to be creative, and recounting that sense. We go back to our experience and celebrate those experiences that we've had in creating a sense of creativity in our life. And your sense of bringing spirituality into it, through spirituality, we can infuse our work with even deeper intention, authenticity, clarity, and exploring even deeper and richer themes that really touch the hearts and the minds of yourself and the people that you are reaching out to connect. I'm going to move on. That idea about spirituality and how it relates to our individual connection with ourselves. We always talk about New Thought Tuesdays, the ideas of meditation and prayer. And today in the inner circle, we're going to be focused a bit on visioning. We're going to take the visioning process, because visioning can be a really dynamic way of exploring and expressing your own creativity. And so we're going to move in that direction. In the inner circle, what we do is we get together with folks that are here and we talk off camera, and more off camera than even Rich is, because Rich is off camera now. We get together and we discuss and explore ideas about how we can put these principles into practice. So today, that's one of the things that we're going to be working with, is the idea of visioning. And so in the realm of like creativity and spirituality, there's such a connection that we're finding as creative entertainers, as creative writers, as creative filmmakers, as directors, above the line, below the line, on a set, in a recording studio. We're here just to encourage and celebrate each one of you to express that sense of your own personal connection to creativity. And that, with all due respect, is about all we've got time for today. I have lost my partner in crime, so we're going to go into the inner circle. And there you are.
I'm back.
We're going to go into this inner circle and discuss this, and move forward with that. If you want to be a part of the inner circle, you can always go to newthoughttuesdays.com and click on I want to be reminded, and we'll send you a link to the inner circle.